Hello, YouTube. I know I'm a little late on this, but this past weekend, Mark Sanchez was traded to the Denver Broncos for a conditional 7th round pick. Is he the answer at quarterback for the Broncos? No, he's not. He's still Mark Sanchez. Me personally, I'm hoping this move is just insurance. Right now, they only have a 1-year pro 7th round pick out of last year's draft in Trevor Siemian. That's it. Doesn't look like Colin Kaepernick wants to play for the Broncos or will play for the Broncos. Doesn't look like they're interested in RG3, and it doesn't look like they're willing to match Fitzpatrick's want for what he wants to get paid. I'm hoping this is just an insurance move in case they can't find anybody, / we need a veteran on the quarterback roster regardless. If that's the case, fantastic move. I think he's worth a conditional 7th round pick to sit the bench and be an insurance policy for whoever comes in and starts. If he's was just traded to the Broncos in the hopes that he's going to start next year, it's disgusting. He's still Mark Sanchez. He's still the butt fumbler. He's still notorious in New York for being a bust. He's still Mark Sanchez. If he was traded to be the starter just now, this past weekend, I should say, in the hopes that he can start all 16 games, and it turns into a 4th round pick, and the Broncos just traded a 4th round pick for Mark Sanchez, that's sickening. He's a veteran, fantastic. I think he could be a good veteran presence on the team as the number 2, and that's it. What I think happens, real quick, I just want to get this out there. I think at the end of today, because it's now Monday, 3/14, Pi Day. Hey, I think Kaepernick either gets traded to the Browns or he stays on the 49ers. He was not going anywhere else. If Kaepernick gets traded to the Browns are out for quarterback need. I do think the Jets, regardless of anything, will end up signing RG3 simply because they're broke. They have no money to spend, and Fitzpatrick reportedly wants a decent chunk. So if RG3 signs with the Jets, Kaepernick goes to the Browns, Fitzpatrick kind of played all his cards too early. He has nowhere else to go except for the Broncos. And I think the Broncos hopefully get him for less than $14 million a year. I can't imagine paying Kaepernick more than $14 million a year when we were offering Brock for $16 million a year, and he's still Ryan Fitzpatrick. He had a great year last year, but he's still Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's still mediocre at best. You know what he is. He's been on 6 or 7 teams. He did this on the Bills when he was in a contract year. He performed fantastic, and he got a big contract, and he underperformed. I would take Fitzpatrick for, at most, 2 years, $24 million as a stopgap, just to run this offense while the defense takes care of business, but nothing more. With incentives. Nothing more. The Broncos look like they're in some trouble, but I still think, if needed, that Mark Sanchez needs to come in and play, and he could minimize the mistakes. If anybody's quarterbacking for the Broncos, they just need to minimize the mistakes and let the defense do what they do. So, I think it was a good move. I'm hoping he's not the projected starter, but if he is, I think they'll be alright. He's a veteran. There's not that many veterans out there that are available. Personally, my dream move is to trade a 5th round pick or a 4th round pick, even if the Broncos are that desperate, to the Bengals for A.J. McCarron, but they're not going to let him go after he performed that well last year. He's a fantastic backup now, maybe even a starter if Andy Dalton mucks it up again. And why would they want to give an AFC contender more ammunition? They wouldn't. So that's out. But that's my thinking on the situation, guys. I think Fitzpatrick has no choice but to sign with the Broncos. Jets get RG3. Browns get Kaepernick. And the Browns will probably still draft Carson Wentz just for insurance because they've had no quarterback forever. So yeah, that's my take on it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be here covering free agency hopefully when the moves happen, just to analyze it. So I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy.